is forever.
Yep.
And ever.
And it's substance.
And ever.
Okay.
And ever and ever.
Ah, you know what I mean? Forever, ever? Forever, ever?
Look, man. Exactly.
You
That
know?
joint is forever.
And it's substance attached to that kingdom, man. Okay? There's always something that's going to be created. Something new that's going to be created in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Not like this wicked ass place where everything falls apart, rust. Okay? You can't cross half these bridges without being fucking horrified that you're going to fucking fall and die and get crunched to death. What does Brother Hawaiian say down in North Carolina? Boom! Crunch. So that's what's going to happen to a lot of these people, man. If this place were to continue, this place would crumble, man. You see? You know? Hey, what's up, brother? You got any more on that, Art?
That's it.
Grab 1 Timothy 6:20. You see? This place is falling apart as we speak, man. The what do they call that shit? The man, I be knowing about that stuff, but I forget certain things. The that iron that they put inside of the cement. What the hell do they call that shit? The iron wires. I can't remember the word, but never mind. But all of that stuff that's inside of the cement, the iron or the steel that they have inside of the cement, a lot of times that shit is rusting, man, inside of the cement. You know? And they can't tell that it's rusting until the goddamn building falls. You know what I'm saying? You see? Got that?
Yep.
It's just all up in the face.
First Timothy.
Thank you. Shalom, sis.
1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust.
Yep, keep that. This word has been committed to our trust, man. Okay? We're not supposed to put leaven in this meal, man. Okay? This is what's keeping this to our trust is. Go ahead.
O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust.
Yep.
Avoiding profane and vain babblings.
Yep.
And oppositions of science falsely so-called.
Yeah, don't add to or take away from the word, and don't get into science and technology of this world. Don't get into the shit that these people have to push out here. Oh, you need to go get a DNA test to find out if you're an Israelite. No, we don't need a DNA test if we have the Spirit. Okay? And the scriptures tell you to try the Spirit by the Spirit. If you start reading this Bible, okay, if you start reading the Holy Scriptures, this historical record of the children of Israel, okay, and it vibes with your spirit, okay, if you're comfortable with it, you're comfortable learning it, you're comfortable practicing what it tells you to practice, you're comfortable coming out here to teach it, guess what? You're trying the Spirit by the Spirit. Okay?
Spirit bears witness.
That's right. We don't need to go through a DNA test to find out if we're an Israelite. The Holy Spirit is going to tell us that we're an Israelite because we're out here teaching the Word. You see? We're a believer at home watching these brothers that are putting these videos up. And we're doing what they tell us to fucking do. You see? That's how we know we're Israel. You see, following the prophecies, not following man. You know, I'm sure there was a lot of young brothers, man, that lived with. I heard countless stories of young men that live with their parents that have been Christians their whole life, that hear that they're in this truth, and then they either tell them to stop teaching, or get the hell out of my house. And a lot of young men have been kicked out of their parents' house because they come into this truth. You know. And they're telling their parents, yo, you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But their parents are uncomfortable with them out here telling Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay? And telling his own parents that, we're the Israelites, and tell them that, you shouldn't eat pork, shrimp, lobster, crab. But their parents get mad because he tells them that they shouldn't be doing them things. You see, you know why? Because the spirit ain't dealing with their ass. You know, and that's what happens to a lot of our people. They don't understand that. If the spirit is not going to deal with you, if the spirit ain't dealing with you, then you're not. This ain't going to vibe with you. If the Most High don't want your ass, this truth is not going to vibe with you. They're going to reject it every single time. You got any more on that?
That's it.
That's it. Got me Habakkuk 2 and 4. That's it. Hey, we all got the parents that didn't want to hear us.
Better believe it, huh?
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah. Yeah, we got family membership. My brother just drove by in his work truck. I thought he was going to get out. Yeah, bro, I'm going to come out next Sunday, man. I'm going to come out. No, the fuck you, man. Get your ass out of here. Yeah. Hey, he just came by in his work truck. Oh, you know, I waved at him. That's my brother. I love him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if he's not doing the will of the Most High, then I don't know what his fate is. I don't know what mine is. You know? This is what brother always says it all the time. The righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. We're going to be saved by the skin on our teeth. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk 2 and 4.
Yep.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him,
Yep.
but the just shall live by his faith.
That's right. His soul in him is lifted up. Okay? But it's not upright, man. So this can go into Esau, Edom. This can go into 2/3 of Israel. Okay? This can go into a lot of these groups that are taking away or adding to the word, man. Okay? Because you have brothers out here that walk with an upright. They walk upright. You know what I mean? Like they're a righteous man, but they're wicked as hell. You know, they're not doing the will of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, you're telling people that the C-hip is not the MOTB. All right, you're changing the name or you're not using it. Most High Christ bless. You actually got men out here calling on the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know. But when they get up in the chariot and say, Lord, Lord, I prophesied in thy name, I've cast out demons in your name, he's going to tell them, I never knew you. Okay? You see? So you can be calling, shit, I could be calling on the name. What did I say? What is that scripture? The Lord shall choose your delusions. I could be having a delusion right now that I'm in the truth. Okay? Calling on the name, you know, holding the Passover. I just did the Day of Atonement. You see? Going through all the motions. You see? I'm fully persuaded in my own mind. You know? This is a delusion that the Most High can choose for you, okay? And believing that you're in the truth, but you're really not. You see? So we got to be very careful. That's why we have to examine ourselves daily. Okay? What are we doing? What are we doing that could be detrimental to us making it out of here, man? Okay? You got any more than that?
But you know what my thing with that is? Like I like to say, like, you know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, God's will, I'm one of the 144,000.
Right.
But for real, I be sometimes believing that I'm just a believer. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just my heart.
yeah.
Just my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a believer.
Yeah.
Like, I believe.
Yeah, we wouldn't be out. You know, for the most part, we wouldn't be out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just, I'm just saying, I'm just making a statement, you know, allowing people to understand how the Most High works.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Because something we may have done in our past lives, okay? Now we went when we died, and we went back to the Heavenly Father for our judgment. Okay? We paid for whatever sin we did at that point. But now at this point, okay, coming back to find out what our judgment is on this side. What's going to happen when we get judged on this side? Okay? How am I going to die? Or am I going to die? Am I going to be taken out here on a chariot? Am I going to get burnt up by nuclear fire? Okay? So, and making this and saying that he chooses our delusions, there are a lot of men out here that don't understand that the Most High had you out here for a reason. Okay?
Using you as a vessel.
Yeah, using you as a vessel, and you got to a certain point in this truth, and your usefulness was just like Esau Edom. Okay, for instance, he has a bounds that he cannot pass. Okay, and he was used as what, a whooping stick. Okay, all right. So now we're coming into the end of this thing, and we're starting to see that a lot of these groups have been used as sifting agents. Okay, so a lot of these groups are getting ready to find out. A lot of these groups are getting ready to start losing members. Okay, because a lot of their members are going to start coming to the understanding of the truth. Okay, and I always say, I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do according to the Holy Scriptures. Okay, I don't pick sides. I don't fight nobody's battle. But when I hear certain things, like I heard about the new covenant, and I believe that we're in it. You know what I'm saying? And like the scripture said that this is going to be a sifter also. Okay, this will be a sifter, and whether you can receive that or not. All right, you got any more on that? Grab Ecclesiastes 12 and read 4. A lot of things were sifting agents. What is a lot of brothers fell out the truth when they came out with that flat earth shit, which that doesn't even make a difference. Okay, you see? So that one, then they brought up the doctrine about the rape. Okay, then there's a lot of other doctrines that came up that people were sifted out of the truth because of these things. Are sifted out of certain groups because they either believed or they didn't believe. You see? So then we're still, and the brother, the Elder Maccabees, has made a video. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna finish it today. But when he started talking about the new covenant being the Last Supper, okay, you might want to take a look at that, man. You might want to really take a look at what he's talking about if you haven't been paying attention, because nobody else is really, nobody's trying to touch it, man. You know, nobody wants to touch it, and I'm used to seeing all these other groups start jumping on the bandwagon as far as calling people scoffers calling them bug outs and demons, but I'm not even hearing that. You know, so there's some sifting getting ready to go on. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets,
Yep.
where the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Yeah, the doors are getting ready to be shut, man. Okay. So what is that talking about? That there's not going to be any work here in Egypt. All right. There's going to be a lot of people that are getting ready to lose their jobs. Okay. A lot of people that invest money are going to get ready. They're getting ready to lose a lot in their investments. You see? And the reason being is the order out of chaos. You see? What are we talking about? The shutdown of all these systems, man. The shutdown of America. All right? You know, the ports are getting ready to shut down because of the strikes. That's coming. What's that going to do? It's going to cause backlogs, man. Backlogs in what? In the industry. Okay? Manufacturing. All right? Production. All of these things. The doors are getting ready to be shut, man. The windows darkened. Shit, you see the daughters of music falling, coming low. You see? Go ahead,
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
Yep. Get up early in the morning and ain't gonna have nowhere to go because ain't shit gonna be going on out here. Go ahead.
And all of the daughters of the music shall be brought low.
You see? The daughters of music being bought. Look what they doing to Puffy. All the music, and look at what's that? Sexy Red, is that her name? You know? There was so-called black women that said that she's so damn nasty that they don't want to listen to them. The black woman said this. They don't want to listen to it. It's like, how in the hell are they allowing her to make that kind of music, and they're letting kids, teenage girls, go to her concert? Look at them fucking clowns.
Sexy reds.
That's some sexy reds for your ass, ain't it? I know if they come down, this motherfucker really you know. But this is what we're talking about, though, man. You know, the perverseness, and this is, like we said, this is the city of confusion, man, and it's being broken down. You know, the dollar's getting ready to collapse. You know, totally collapse, man. Shit, go ahead. That was it. Grab Isaiah 14 and read 23. You see, this place is done, man. You know, everybody's still walking around like hey, it's all good, having fun. You know, I'm gonna get, what do you say, tea and bagels over across the street, going to Annie Bailey's and shit to eat lunch. It's all good right now, man. You know, but what do you think is getting ready to happen? You know, when this shutdown comes, you know, all this walking around smiling and laughing is going to turn into running and screaming. You know. Yep. Go ahead.
Isaiah 14:23. I will also make it a possession for the bitter.
Yep.
And pools of water.
Yep.
And I will sweep it with the besom of destruction.
That's right. He's going to sweep it with the besom of destruction. It's talking about those nuclear missiles, man. Okay. It's going to be a desert over here when all hell breaks loose. Okay. World War III takes place. Nuclear bombs hit America. All right. After all the shutdowns and the hell that's going to take place here, the nuclear bombs are coming to sweep this place, man, clean. Okay? And it's going to be no longer inhabitable or inhabited, even if it was. Nobody's going to be allowed to come over here and set up tent, a motherfucker, or nothing else, man. Okay? We're not going to have it. This place is going to be a memorial, a monument. What's up? You see? It's going to be a memorial and a monument, man. Okay? And it's going to be shown to all the nations and all the children of Israel when they're growing up. It's going to be one of those places that they go on a field trip. And they're going to say, this is where the most wicked person, okay, to ever rule on the earth lived at, man. Okay? This is where the most wicked people on the earth, lived and ruled, man. Okay? It was called America. All right? Well, we're going to be speaking in Hebrew, so it's probably going to be some other confusion. What is it? What is it? America means bitter. Bitter.
Yep.
Okay? You see? So the Hebrew word for bitter. All right? That's what this place is going to be called, man. And we're going to tell all the other nations, don't take your ass over there. You know? You see? Ain't going to be nothing but desert creatures over here living. That's it. Go ahead.
Monument.
Yep.
And I will sweep it with a besom of destruction, says Yahweh of hosts.
That's right. He's going to sweep it with the besom of destruction, man. And thermonuclear bombs are coming. Isaiah 51 and 19.
Isaiah 51 and 19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction.
Yep.
And the famine and the sword.
Yep.
By whom shall I comfort thee?
That's right. All these things are getting ready to take place here, man. And who's going to comfort you? Who's going to comfort these people in America, okay, when their government pisses off all these other nations? Because that's what they're getting ready to do, okay? The American government is getting ready to piss off all these other nations, and they're going to come at this place, man, okay? They're going to pay for all of the wickedness that they have done on this earth. You see?
Oh,
Who?
I got it.
You see?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
I'm all right. What's going on?
Somebody called about.
They always call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started talking to Hickey months ago, and they
Yeah.
called and called and called. But they tried to get a letter signed by the building management. Yeah, they tried to get them to sign some letter. They never brought the letter. They never got the signs put up. They
Yeah.
never came and told us personally that we had to move.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And the letter was never confirmed. It was never confirmed that we were supposed to be leaving.
What are you guys doing? Just out of
Well,
curiosity.
we teach the Bible. That's all we're doing. Reading Bible verses. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you doing like a what is it, like a YouTube channel?
Yeah,
or
YouTube.
something?
Yep.
What's the YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel.
Yeah. What is it?
I'm sure they know. I'm sure that you
I
can
don't.
call,
This
you
is
can call
the
the
first time
FBI. They'll probably know.
The FBI.
Yeah, you can probably call the Department of Homeland Defense. They'll probably tell you.
Why?
Yeah, because they know we're out here. Okay.
What's their interest in it?
Their interest is that they think that the Hebrew Israelites are a black extremist group, and all we do is read the scriptures.
Okay.
Yeah. You see?
So did they come out here and talk to you at all?
They didn't say nothing to us, but they can't say nothing to us because they don't manage the building. All
Sure.
they do,
I was
they just
wondering.
rent. All they do is rent that space over there.
They're waiting.
We've been here for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
They just came and moved in about a year ago,
Yeah.
and they keep calling the cops
Yeah.
because they think that we're interrupting their business.
Yeah.
We're not interrupting their business because we don't
They're
bother.
waiting- they're
We
waiting
don't
to
bother
speak to
anybody
us.
over there.
When you say that, who exactly are you talking about?
I don't know who the manager is over there. I don't know. I think it's a guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
where? Like which business?
This one right here. It's this one. I
The
think it's this
restaurant.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Belgian Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's them because that's where it was Hickey, Lieutenant Hickey, and then the other officer, I can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
He talked to them several times,
Yeah.
and he told them that they can't keep calling the cops
Yeah.
because we're not legally. When you talk about trespassing, they don't have the signs up,
Sure.
and they haven't came out and told us personally that we can't be here. Is that the guy right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He constantly is calling,
Yeah.
but they haven't told us the managers of this building.
Why
They
do you guys? Just out of curiosity, I'm just asking. Why do you
Take a
guys
step
do
back,
it?
bro.
Do it. Film it here.
What's that?
Why do you guys film it here? Just out of curiosity.
Because we've been here for the last 4 years,
Honestly.
and we were over at Ben's Park,
Okay.
and then we split up with one of the other guys. We didn't want to continue teaching
Yeah.
at Ben's Park because that was his place. So I came by, I was riding around, and I said, well, let's go. This is a nice spot right here. So we decided to come here to teach. And like I said, we've been here for the last 4 years.
Mhm.
We haven't been in a fight. We haven't been in an argument.
Yeah.
Okay? We haven't been unruly. We haven't been called. The police haven't been called to say, "Oh, you guys are what is that? Public disturbing.
Sure.
Disturbing the peace or disturbing the peace."
Yeah.
We have never been got in trouble for none of that stuff.
Sure.
But this guy calls
Yeah.
and keeps calling, and he's saying that we're trespassing, but there's no trespassing signs. Nobody that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
At your home, do you have a yard?
Yeah.
Do you have no trespassing signs out front?
No.
So if I go up into your yard, would my legitimate argument be to the police, well, there's no trespassing signs.
Okay, but this is public space right here.
Out here is.
But that's
You're-
but then they have to put a trespassing sign up.
No, they don't.
Yes,
You don't
they
have
do.
one in your yard.
Yes, they do. That
You
doesn't
don't
matter.
have one in your yard.
That doesn't matter.
It's clearly cut with the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and then when you go beyond the sidewalk, you can see the row of buildings. You're past the row of buildings.
Okay, so
Which
what's
would
the
almost
difference?
be like
So
somebody's
let me
in your
ask you
yard.
something. Let me ask you
You
something.
know what I mean?
Let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
Since you're saying that,
Uh-huh.
if I put my signs and cameras right out there, that's public
It's-
sidewalk.
Correct. As
So
long-
then he's still going to call the cops because I'm still disturbing. Right?
You ready for me to answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
He can call the police all he wants.
I know he
And-
can.
Do you want me to answer
But
the
this-
question,
but
sir?
this-
Sir, do you want me to answer the question because you didn't let me finish?
See, now you're escalating. You're trying to escalate.
You're talking
You're
over
trying to
me.
escalate.
Sir, the answer to your question is as long as you're not obstructing the sidewalk
Exactly.
so that people can pass.
Right, we're not obstructing it now. What's the
That's
problem?
not the sidewalk. That's private property.
This is not private property, and if it is, they haven't put a no trespassing sign up.
We're going to get with the owners here, and we're going to have them verbally tell you to leave.
They're not the owners; they're renters. We've established that through Lieutenant Hickey established that they're renters.
Okay.
They're not the owners, so they cannot tell us that we have to leave.
Okay. We're going to have somebody with standing. See, when you walk into a restaurant, and I'm just giving you, this is just a hypothetical example. You walk into a restaurant, and the manager, he doesn't own the joint, he just manages.
Right.
When the manager says, hey, you have to leave, sir, you have to leave.
This isn't his restaurant.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I heard what you said, but this isn't his restaurant.
Somebody was standing, as long as you are on their property. Now we have to establish that it's on that property.
Like I said, they are renters. They are not managers.
Okay.
They're not owners.
So you're saying we have to leave?
No, we're not.
I didn't say that.
We're not going nowhere.
We're talking about that.
We're not going nowhere.
Okay.
Because they're renters. They're not owners. Okay? So we're going to do that. They're renters. They are not owners. You see? And they tried this with us before, and we established through Lieutenant Hickey, okay? We established through Lieutenant Hickey that these people are renters, not owners, so they cannot tell us that we have to leave. Period. And we've been through this before. Yep. Yep. Now, just wait for a minute. Because we've been through this before, and I'm going to tell you, if I got to move out there, I'm going to move right over there, right in front of this damn business. Yep. Want to read? Matter of fact, what I'm reading, bro. You got that Isaiah 51 and 19? Okay. You see? This is the 5th time this man called the cops, and he's still trying to get us out of here. He can't. You know?
Isaiah 51 and 19.
Yep.
These two things are come unto thee.
That's right. These two things, destruction. Go ahead.
Who shall be sorry for thee?
Yeah, who's going to feel sorry for America, okay, when all hell starts breaking loose? Because of all of the things that they have done on this earth, okay? And they still trying to keep men of the Lord from doing what they're supposed to be doing. You see? Go ahead.
There it is. You know, we're not on the corner drinking poison.
Exactly. Not selling weed and shit.
But we got a Bible, preaching the Bible, and it's still a problem.
Right.
You can't escape. Desolation and destruction.
That's right. Desolation and destruction, man. Who is going to mourn for America, okay? Who's going to mourn for this place, man? You see? We don't have the freedom to do a goddamn thing here except be niggas and bums, okay? We can't come out here and teach righteousness to our people. We can't come out here and tell our people that they're royalty. Okay? We can't do those things. You know? Go ahead,
And famine and the sword, by whom shall I come to thee?
That's right, famine and sword. What's going to happen in America?
All right, guys. I know I've talked to you guys before about this. Same thing. I just talked to the owner. Basically, you guys haven't considered the no trespass yet. We haven't been able to prove property boundaries yet.
That's right.
It's my understanding that when that happens, you guys will be cooperative.
I told you, I'd be glad to move.
I talked to the restaurant manager here, and he's understanding of the situation.
Right.
So you need legal paperwork to move, is what you're saying.
Well,
that's what you're requiring.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure
we're clear. I told Lieutenant Hickey as soon as they put a sign
It don't matter. It's going to be another week where y'all coming down here in about a week or two.
Yeah, because he'll call again next week.
Yep. And we shouldn't have to.
And it's
a waste of resources.
You know, because
it is.
You know?
Yeah. When you could very clearly go on public property, not.
I could stand right there like that.
You could.
You told me,
but you're choosing not to.
You told me I could stand out there.
You're choosing not to.
I'm trying to not to be in front of his public, in front of his patrons.
To do what?
To stand out there. Matter of fact, right in front of their business.
They wouldn't be able to say nothing. It's public property.
As long as you leave
But we're
a
not trying
path.
to do that.
Yeah, I understand you. I understand.
We're trying to be respectful. I can speak louder, but I try to speak at a certain tone so
I
that
totally
we're not
understand that.
disturbing them.
And the only thing we're saying, and this is not a lawful order, I'm just
Right.
telling you, man to man, like there's so many places in the city where you could go where
I
nobody's
understand
even gonna
that.
call.
I understand.
I guess
that.
me personally, if I was gonna spread the word like you guys are doing, no problem. I would want to go somewhere that nobody's gonna bother me. I don't want the police.
But see, the
So-
Bible tells us to go to the chief place of
Okay.
concord.
Hey,
That means to go to the
like the
city.
gentleman said, as soon as we get the property bounds,
That's why I said it.
by
I already
zoning?
said it. I don't have a problem
Mhm.
moving. If they do it properly,
Yep.
we're gonna abide by that.
no problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And as long as they know that and they do what they're
Well,
supposed to do, I'll be glad to move.
Absolutely.
Even if
And-
I have to move from here, I'll move down the street a little bit so I don't bother them because they did it the way they were supposed to.
And just
But
understand that you're going to continue to have police interaction because we have to respond when they call
We
us.
understand.
Okay,
that.
all right.
I mean, it's kind of normal.
But they already know what
Okay.
they have to do, but they're still not doing it.
Okay.
That's my problem. You
Yeah.
called the police 5 times to continue doing the same thing.